It's cool. Very, very Jack White for sure. As far as the
super, just center riff, yeah.
Yeah, very riff centered. That's cool.
Yeah, hella
cool.
helicopter thing.
Yeah.
Action movie.
Arpeggiated synth keyboard thing.
Those drums are really heavy.
Very mixed of a hip hop Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Slash, you know.
Loud and fat, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to transition into the next song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it just ends abruptly.
Yeah.
That's the thing that, I don't know, they haven't figured out how to put those things together. Because talking albums, like, it's part of the art of transitioning, arcing things.
Yeah, having like
themes.
a whole like side of a record just being played all at once, you know. That's how it was like.
And digitally, whoever figured that would be the best way to do it sucks. But yeah, it gave me a bunch of different references off the top of my head. It was like, hey, Gen X, what can I say? 90s records, Rage Against the Machine for sure.
Yeah. Loud guitar.
Loud guitars.
The simple guitar riffs.
With Tom Morello like using as whammy.
Yeah. All the effects. So many effects on this song.
So the one thing that I'm gonna say, you guys are not gonna agree, but it's okay, is that those effects are too much. Like, I just feel the compression is hitting it too hard. For those who don't know what compression is, it's just like this thing that brings out notes, but when it's done too hard, like it squashes the sound of the instruments, and it's just the guitar sounds like I don't know, just I don't know,
buzz.
Well, not even the buzz. It's like saturated or weird. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't breathe. Like the guitars don't breathe, because you have to hit it really hard to get that one particular sound. That's it. Anyways, that's a nerdy music thing. And one thing I do appreciate is that it's kind of modern, and then I love that the vocals are not processed. Like it has some processing, but not like the auto-tune stuff that's happening today, and everybody sounds like a machine now. For me, it's more of like the feeling that you get from somebody delivering a vocal, like that deliverance and breathing through the things, through words and all that stuff. It creates the soundscape of the song, and that's what I appreciate from Jack White. Like, I don't know what the lyric is about, but like bringing it back to like the good old days in music.
You're taking me back,
Yeah.
I don't think Jack White was a particularly like, at least now. No, he is. He's always been like a bit of a poet or a storyteller in a way. It's always been very like plain and simple. Like, I'm sure Taking Me Back is exactly what you probably think it is. You know, it's like going back to like old moments or whatever and bringing it back to the present or whatever, like what he's always done with blues and old school rock and roll, you know.
He's always been like a blues guy,
very much a purist,
like contemporary thing.
Interesting thing though, I think this record in particular was the first time he ever used Pro Tools. So this is actually not an analog recorded record. This is his first digitally recorded record.
That's interesting,
because he made this during the pandemic, and it was all he was all at home and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So he's like, I need tools that are going to be able to just give me the space. And
yeah. I'm sure some of them are analog recorded, but I remember like seeing the interview or whatever where he was like, just try it out, basically. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that has to do anything with like the compression or whatever, what you were talking about.
Maybe.
But I do hear that difference of like, these guitars sound not as guitar-y as his other records.
Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I like the vibe. Like I said, just reminiscent of the 90s. Rage Against the Machine, guitar-centered riffs, and then just the funky hip-hop beats, which are super fun.
A lot more of that to come in this record. It's really cool. Next track is the title track, Fear of the Dawn.
Okay.